It is time for our 7th bout on the card tonight. It is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the bantamweight division under MMA rules. Introducing first, fighting out of the short line, Buick and GMC red corner, and making his way to the cage, please welcome Dan Rojas.
5 MMA bouts left on the card. We're going to kick it off in the bantamweight division. That's 135 pounds. Daniel Rojas on his way to the cage.
Back at it after a little intermission. I think the fans had to get a little refreshment after the action we've had going here. A stoppage in the last one. What do we have in store as we're building to some of these other great fighters? Newfell Alcastri yet to come, the 8th fight of the night. And of course, Dylan King and Gino Shevdov coming up in the main event, a pro fight. It is the debut for Gino Shevdov in a fight that features 2 fighters that have both had Sparta straps. Victory is a busy place here.
I was going to say, Rojas, another Victory MMA representative.
We'll see how Big Mo rolls his R's on this one with Rojas. You know, you got to get creative. Sparta Sports and Entertainment merchandise is available at the booth and at www.spartase.com, and they have some slick-looking stuff. Does Sparta? CEO Jeff Cisneros has come up with a nice black and white. I've got my name stamped on one of those. You got to get one, JR, for the upcoming
I'm all for
ABM.
It.
You know, summertime's getting, I'll be glad when we're back outside. I mean, it's great inside here, but the weather's going to be getting nicer here soon. Fighting weather.
We'll take it. Outdoors are always fun.
Absolutely.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Fowler Chevrolet blue corner, please welcome Ulysses Molina.
Somehow he rolled his R's in Molina.
He did. And, you know, I haven't seen a Ulysses since maybe Ulysses S. Grant. It's been a while.
And Mr. Molina a little pacing back and forth, getting himself psyched up for this one. Looking ready to go is Ulysses.
Got a little bit of that, what do they call that, business up front, party in the rear, man. Got those long locks. Little sparkly draws going on there. Here's the tail of the tape. Rojas, 28 years old, the elder at 5'9", is a 3-inch height advantage. Both weighed 135. Comes in 4-0, unbeaten. He calls himself well-rounded.
Versus the 6-1 boxer wrestler of Mr. Molina. So a little bit of an experience advantage for Molina and a little bit varied in the styles.
And as CEO Jeff Cisneros said early on in our pre-fight, it is Colorado versus San Francisco, California in a couple of these fights, and this is one of them, Rojas versus Molina. Last second check over and getting ready to roll for this one. The 7th fight on this 11-fight card.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bantamweight MMA bout is brought to you by the brand new Sparta Sports and Entertainment merchandise that can be found at the booths here tonight. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out of the short line, Buick and GMC red corner. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, representing Victory MMA, Dan Rojas. And his opponent, fighting out of the Fowler Chevrolet blue corner from San Francisco, California, representing Dragon House MMA, Ulysses El Gallo Molina.
Another representative from Dragon House in the house, JR.
All right, guys, I expect clean, fair fight from each one of you. Any question out of the red corner? Any out of the blue? Touch them up right now if we're going to do it, and let's bang.
Well, I think these fellas are ready to go.
Yes, indeed. Eric Hines, third in the cage.
The adrenaline in this one is spiked.
Rojas has the red tape on his gloves, Molina with the blue tape.
Molina looked like a caged tiger coming into this
That
one.
he did. And a nice head kick upstairs for Rojas.
And then switching levels and going for the takedown right there, trying to take advantage of the fact that the other opponent pretty pumped up for this one in Molina.
Good job getting the butterfly guard by Molina off of his back. Trying to work a triangle, trying to get the setup, has good wrist control, doesn't have his foot free yet. Rojas, good job keeping his chest down, heavy pressure from the top. Trying to stuff that knee. Oh, good flexibility by Molina.
Oh, absolutely.
Brought it through well, but Rojas just uses it as an opportunity to take side control, now try to transition to the back.
I thought Molina was going to sit out from that, unable to do so, still scrambling to get out from underneath. The pressure by Rojas is nice up top.
Yeah, corner Molina asked for the roll, and Molina tried to do it. Rojas wise to it, kept the pressure down. Now picking an ankle in order to keep his opponent on the ground.
I thought it was right off the bat. I thought Rojas did a great job, JR, because he saw how pumped up Molina was, and to get it to the ground, I thought was a great move.
Slow down the action a bit, and good job
Big
going to work
knees.
with the knees by Rojas.
When you drop that knee, that does not feel good. I don't think I need to explain that.
Nice job working his way back to his feet by Molina. Let's see what he's able to do if he can get himself separated here.
Molina trying to peel those hands and turn in.
And Rojas immediately changes levels. Go for the big slam here.
Yeah, right when
Takes him for a ride.
Molina tried to get in position, you saw Rojas reposition himself, JR.
Some nice adjustments by Rojas on the positioning of Molina. Molina doing a lot of the right things, but Rojas just putting the wrestling skills on display and slamming down again is Rojas.
Molina trying to get some momentum going, and every time he tries to get up, he almost had that reversal in there, spinning into it. Able to get.
Molina trying to hit the switch and just barely missed it, but back to his feet, which is part of what he wanted on that switch.
A lot of energy being expanded in this round, but Rojas has been able to take control. Molina really doing a good job scrambling, trying to get out.
Rojas definitely getting the judge's favor with those big slams, though. Reaching to pick the far side ankle is Molina. Rojas going to work with the strikes, and that's something that Molina needs to do.
Molina trying to hammer away to get some positioning, to be able to scoot behind Rojas, but so far, Rojas has been undetoured and not letting go of that leg, and there he goes, gets it again.
Rojas doing a good job of selecting a lot of his control by way of picking the ankles of Molina.
Careful of that up kick.
And just a couple seconds to go, we're going to go to round two.
Wow, differing of styles there, JR. Rojas able to put that pressure on and really maintain, despite the fact that Molina was able to almost get away several times, spin out and try to reverse some things, but Rojas just had enough to hold on.
We've seen a couple of fighters in the cage this evening that had very heavy wrestling style pedigrees, and we're definitely seeing that out of Rojas, and he's using it as a positive effect, no doubt. And Molina, even though he's coming up in elevation, not using the stool in between rounds, so showing off his conditioning is Mr. Molina.
And again, from sea level. San Francisco, he's up here in the higher elevation. It's not bothering him so far. A lot of energy expended by Rojas in that round. But again, that gym, they work out hard, no doubt. Molina's like a cage lion. There he goes again, the pacing.
Ready to go. No weight in this gentleman.
There's been weight all night. I mean, it's been quick, seconds out. Let's roll, let's bang.
Rojas, little complaints of a groin strike there. Referee says, I didn't see it, so please continue. And Rojas goes for a head kick.
Molina's been going downstairs with a couple of kicks. Rojas had a spinning back kick to try to keep things going. He gets in deep here, and again, a big slam in the corner.
Man, just able to change levels and get in so deep on his penetration shot. As Rojas, he's, you know, you get in that deep and get that kind of hand position the Rojas is able to get, and you're going to have a lot of success.
Rojas used that shoulder while he was down as well, and Molina trying to spin around one more time, trying to reach for that ankle, unable to do so. Rojas just keeping enough out of it as Molina tries to sit out, but he can't do it.
Rojas did a really nice job of reaching through and grabbing the wrist of Molina. Molina tried to put his hand down to bring himself back to his feet, and basically Rojas knocked out the table leg there.
Yeah, dangerous position here if he's able to get that other hook in.
Going for the figure four. Good job by Rojas. Molina was defending, having both hooks in.
Yep.
So good position, and Rojas doing a nice job turning onto his side that's away from where the feet are crossed. That keeps him allowed to have the pressure of that lock without any pain.
Trying to get that rear naked choke in with that figure four locked in. But a good job by Molina avoiding it for the meantime. Both hooks are in by Rojas.
Yeah, better position for Rojas now. Let's see if he tries to start kicking those legs out and
breaking him down.
Try to flatten Molina.
Molina's done a good job defensively, JR.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Well done, sir. And I like Rojas getting his hands busy a little bit now, showing some striking, using that to set up the rear naked choke attempt, make your opponent lift that chin, see if you can get underneath. And good job by Molina with his head positioning.
Just a great position by Rojas and trying to do multiple things to come up with what's going to work for a submission. Kind of got a face crank going here now.
Yeah, that's a jaw crank on there. No danger of a choke from that exact position, but man, is that uncomfortable. Sometimes you get people to tap just from that, but
Molina reverses
sticks with the defense, gets his reversal.
Molina needs to take advantage of this next 30 seconds and come up with something, JR. Oh, a nice head kick as well.
Head kick, not a bad choice, and across the ribs.
Oh, there's another one. 4 in a row.
Yeah, Molina going to work with the heavy kicks.
Rojas again trying for that takedown, and you heard Molina's corner saying that he's tired, and he might be, JR, because a lot of this fight has been spent trying to get takedowns. Nice hammer fist there by Molina. Couple of them.
Good job with a few strikes there by Molina to close out this round.
Strong finish by Molina at the end of that second round with the hammer fists.
Not a bad way to end the round, punching your opponent in the head from the top.
A little shot of adrenaline there at the end of the round, JR.
It took him a long time to get there, though.
It did. And that's the battle that you have. I mean, you got to have a 10-8 round here if you're Molina, really.
Yeah.
Despite the good thing. You know what's funny? Sometimes in fights you see him so one-sided, and I think tonight throughout the evening, even the losing fighter has done such a good job in staying in the fight and doing things well.
Yeah, it's really not I mean, this has been, like you said, throughout the evening, a case of not a lot of mistakes being made, just a lot of the offensive fighter doing a lot of things right.
And in the case, maybe doing just 1 or 2 more things to get the victory. So let's see what Rojas has in the gas tank right now, JR, because he looked a little gassed at the end of that second round.
Yeah, Molina not looking gassed at all.
Now, can Molina stay away from getting slammed and stay off the mat?
Yeah, those wrestling skills of Rojas just really something special. And immediately Molina lets Rojas into range. Little lean back for the kick there by
Oh, a nice
Rojas.
lower kick. And Rojas, Molina's corner said, don't back up.
This guy's trading power shots now. Anything you can do, I can throw harder.
Rojas content to bang away with the kicks right now, and he's sweating up a storm. Big, strong left by Molina.
Both guys with some stiff punches there.
And Rojas is awkward, moves awkward, tough to hit.
Yeah, good job with his shoulder movement defensively. Pulls out of range really well.
Then he gets in close and goes down and sinks to try to get that double leg. And Molina sprawls right now, trying to sprawl out, but unable to do so, and then does a great job dumping over.
Yeah, good heavy hips by Molina. Something he's been wanting to do the entire fight was be able to stuff a shot at Rojas. No success until this series here.
You see the bruised ribs by Rojas right there. Whether that's from a kick, I don't know, but I'll tell you, it shows a little bit. Was he trying for that figure four?
No, Molina's got a Peruvian necktie.
Boy,
Set
haven't
it up
seen that
really beautifully.
Have not seen the Peruvian necktie in quite some time, JR.
Quite a long time. Longtime Colorado fighter Rocky Johnson used to love the Peruvian necktie. And Molina trying to squeeze it out here, but Rojas able to peel the hands off. I think he's going to be able to escape this. Molina holding on, not willing to let it go, but I think Rojas is going to be able to get out. If he hasn't closed it off by now, he's not going to make an adjustment.
And by the time you get to that third round with this action, it's sweaty. It's harder to keep these
Triangle.
fighters in it.
Triangle position for Molina.
He's got the shoulder and the head.
Yeah, doesn't have his foot exactly where he wants it. It's not quite as tight as he needs it to be. But now he's going to transition to the arm bars, Molina.
Molina's got the arm
series by Molina here. And coming up on top, let's see if Rojas can escape backdoor, and he does. And Molina working the strikes as they come to their feet.
He's got to keep the pressure on because he needs this round. He needs maybe a 10-8 round as that kick lands underneath the arm. Rojas is gassed here, JR.
Yeah, Molina putting that conditioning on display. That's what's turning the tide of this fight for him.
Can't wait, though. Got to keep going.
Just going to say Molina needs to keep his foot on the gas.
Keep the pressure going. This fight is close. You got to fight to the end. 17 seconds left in this round. You got to throw.
Nice work by both these guys.
Again, another great fight here as Molina rocks Rojas at the end. He doesn't have much left. Oh, another big overhand right, then a knee to the body.
Molina with a very strong finish. Wow, what a third round by Molina. Those submission attempts, the scrambles, finally able to stuff some takedowns, the good striking sequences at the end. But Rojas, his wrestling through rounds 1 and 2 was just really something special.
I tell you, I don't know if it's a good night to be a judge or a bad night. I mean, maybe a good night because fights are so close. How can you be wrong? This is another one of those fights where you look at Rojas. He carried a lot of the action with the ground damage that he did. You saw really at the end, maybe the last third of the second round and in the third round, Molina was doing most of the damage.
Yeah, agreed.
We had the one fight, and I said I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw. One fight, one judge had it as a draw.
Yeah.
It was a majority decision. This is another close one. I think if I had to pick, JR, I'm looking at Rojas. I thought he built enough of a lead to come up with maybe a 29-28 win. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I see it. But man, what a third round for Molina, especially considering he came up from
San Francisco. Yeah, I was just thinking that, JR.
Something else.
Rojas came in undefeated. Molina with just one loss. You know, Molina had the old school NBA short, the short shorts.
Big Mo got the scorecard in his hands. Let's see what he tells us.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 full rounds, we go to your judges' scorecard for the official decision. All 3 judges scored about 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Dan Rojas.
Well, we had that one right, and that could have gone
Ladies
either
and
way,
gentlemen,
too.
I'm joined by our winner, Mr. Dan Rojas. First and foremost, Dan, congratulations on the great fight. How you feeling?
A little gassed, but I mean, I feel great. I mean, it's been a 4-year hiatus before I've been in the cage, and just coming back in here and doing my thing, having a war like that with Ulysses, I mean, that's testing my heart, testing his heart, and to come out here and for us to compete like that and throw down like that, that was an amazing feeling. You know, I feel great.
Now, whenever someone wants to make a comeback, it's important that you have a support staff around you. Who do you want to say thank you to? Who do you want to show some love for supporting you?
First, I'd like to thank my parents. They've supported me all the way in everything that I've ever wanted to do. They've always been there for me, especially this with martial arts, getting me martial arts when I was 12 years old, and supported me all the way through up to this point. I'd like to thank my coach, all my coaches, Team Victory MMA. all my friends at home watching, specifically one, Cooch, my man out in Ohio. Thank you so much, man, for all your support. And I love all y'all. Thanks for coming out. Out Loud Saloon, coming out here, watch me do my thing, cheering, pumping me up. Hell yeah.
Hey, take a breath. Take a breath. It's all right. The fight's over. What's next for you?
Honestly, I want to get on that card at the AVM Center, so that looks really intense. I'd like to be on that.
Awesome. Well, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner, Mr. Dan Rojas.
Congratulations to Victory MMA, another outstanding performance for the Colorado Springs Gym.